The Edo State government has condemned in the strongest possible terms the activities of Comrade Adams Oshiomole in heating up the polity in the state by organizing what has been described as APC factions mock primaries through the Edo People's Movement (EPM) amid the COVID-19 pandemic. The coronavirus pandemic has not only shut the global economy and disrupted the world as we know it, it has led to the loss of over 200,000 lives globally, with Nigeria having its fair share of casualties. It is then most despicable of Comrade Oshiomole to show such insensitivity by spitting on the graves of these people, endangering the lives of millions of Edo people, and undermining the efforts of government at the state and national level to halt the deadly campaign of this invisible enemy. Comrade Oshiomole on Thursday, April 30th, 2020, organized what some media outlets have come to term as APC factions mock primaries in Benin City. The meeting was organized by a group of descendants who make up the EPM with the active backing of Comrade Oshiomole, who it was reported drew up a delegate list for the exercise. It must be noted that the gathering held in a house of a member of the EPM, with the attendants numbering over subsisting directives on public gatherings as prescribed by the national and state governments. For Comrade Oshiomole to organize this sort of gathering at this dark moment of our history as a nation, he has not only shown disregard for the health and the safety of Edo people and Nigerians in general, but also proved that he has no regard for the hard-won reputation of a great party. The organization of this event directly associated with Comrade Oshiomole has effectively brought the name and integrity of the party to disrepute, rebuked, rubbished the efforts by different stakeholders in defeating this deadly virus, and put the resolve of our government at the state and national level in jeopardy. With this action, it is also clear as day that Comrade Oshiomole has no regard for President Muhammadu Buhari and the collective efforts of the various agencies of government to protect and safeguard Nigerians in these dead times. In a global crisis akin to a world war, Comrade Oshiomole's actions expose his inherent spite for the Nigerian people, advertises his vainglorious quest to remain as the godfather or in Edo State by trampling on the lives of those that have been lost to this pandemic and the many more who are battling for their lives in the hospitals. This uncharitable, Machiavellian and self-propagating character exhibited through his action make him eminently undeserving of the position he currently occupies in the party. Nigerians should see him rightly as the man who thinks only about his ambitions, interests, and cronies. He is incapable of empathy, does not provide succor and support, particularly now that our people are at their lowest ebb and in their need of hope. It is most instructive of the kind of person that Oshiomole is that at times that federal and state governments are seeking for security operatives to enforce directives on safety and other public health precautions. He is deploying policemen and soldiers to a location to hold a political gathering. These security operatives should have rather been at borders and other strategic points, serving the people and doing right by the thousands of health workers who are in the front line serving in shields against this unraveling enemy. We, therefore, by this statement, call on Comrade Adams Oshiomole to desist forthwith from these lawless actions and warn that the state government will not stand idly as it carries on with this act that jeopardize the safety and lives of Edo people. The primary responsibility of government is to protect the lives of the people, and we would not hesitate to bring down the heavy hand of the law on him if he continues to challenge the resolve of government to protect the people. We retreat that no man is above the laws of the land, and we would ensure that the law of the the law prevails. We will ensure that the law prevails. Edo State government also wants that going forward, any individual or group that violates the order of government on social media, on social and physical distancing, and limits to the number of people that can meet in a public place, thereby endangering the lives of Edo people in the face of this pandemic, will be made to face the full wrath of the law. We also urge the Inspector General of Police, IGP, and the Chief of Army Staff to investigate the use of their men for this illegal assignment when there is a national emergency of the kind we are faced with. We call on the presidency and President Muhammadu Buhari to call Comrade Adams Oshiomole to order and impress on him the urgency of the need to protect our people this period. Impress on him to desist from the wanton disregard of law and order and do away with acts that show disregard for our divide our great party. Disregard for and divide our great party, the APC. From this person who wrote this in is Oshiomole, secretary to the Edo State government, April 30th, 2020. Oshiomole. So guys, it's like there's another thing coming up. They are trying to pass a message to Oshiomole gradually, and it's like they want the public to know this, because before they will start their own whatever, now they will not say, oh, the governor is using his power, he's trying to intimidate Oshiomole, he's trying to look for trouble and whatever. So I know that this thing that has been going on between them has not really cleared. They are just trying to minimize this whole thing, because this Koro of a thing has been able to silence all of them, has kept them, in their various hiding, and they have not been able to do much, most especially the way they always come out to say these different factions and all of that. But at this point, I don't even know which faction is now the authentic faction. Is it Oshiomole's faction or Obaseki's faction? Because we don't even know. If not because of this COVID-19, we don't know how they are going to be resolving this whole thing. Because in Oshiomole's faction, we know that he's projecting Izeyamo, and this governor, at least from all indications, we know that since they always say, that is what they always say, that any governor is always the leader of the party, irrespective of anything. So we don't even know how they are going to solve this whole thing. But from the angle of the government, we know all that they are trying to do, because by tomorrow now, or distant time, Oshiomole will come out and begin to say, no, they are just trying to frame all those things, that he never did this, he never did that. But from their own intonation now, you would think that, from their tones, you would think, yes, these people, they love the people. Oh, I mean, from the angle of Obaseki, you would think that, oh, yes, they love the people. They are trying to be concerned. Oh, can you see the way they just carefully put the whole thing? Oh, the life of Edo people, the life of this, the life of that. Forget all these people, because when S-men have been dealing with their people, they have never written any message or anything like this to the public, even to the president, to their party. They've never written anything, even to the public. They've never written any letter. When this Hausa and what do they call them, this Fulani S-men, have been disturbing their people, taking the lives of their people, the governor has never said anything. Now, because he has a problem with Oshiomole now, he wants to use this COVID-19 to make it seem as if, oh, he's really in charge, he's really caring for the people. No, forget it. Even Oshiomole too, all of them, they are the same. They are the same. These people do not have the interest of the masses at heart. They are just, all of them, they are too ambitious. They are talking about Oshiomole being ambitious. What about themselves? Are they not the same? They are the same, in my opinion. So see the way they just carefully put everything together. Oh, the efforts of the federal government, the efforts of the state government, this and this and that. At this point in time, oh, the responsibility of government is to protect lives and properties. And you have never protected your people during S-men period. If not because of this COVID-19, we know what they would have done again. What have they done? This the secretary to whatever, where has he been all this while when we have been hearing of S-men dealing with their people? What has he done? What have they done? When it comes to Oshiomole now, that is when they will now don't know that they are responsible governor or government that needs to protect the lives of the people. What are we talking about? Even Oshiomole too, like I say, It is only those who are on the side of anybody. If you can come here and say whatever you want to say, that is your own opinion, because you guys are always like, oh, Oshiomole is the person. I don't care. Anybody that does the right thing should be the man of the people, not all this whatever they are doing. See what they are amassing for themselves. See what they are doing to themselves, as in terms of wealth, and see the people they are governing. See the people they are leading. They are living in abject poverty. They will cry day and night. Nothing to write home about. They are just moving around circles. This one will come, oh, you want to be on the side of the party to seek empathy, to get sympathy from the public. This one will come, oh, to seek sympathy from the public. At the end of the day, believe you me, these people are still going to come together. Forget it. They will still come together. If you are that type, you are always falling for their antics. You're always falling for all these their crocodile talks. You know, it's very unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. Well, as it is now, they are trying to tell Oshiomole, or letting the people, the public, to know that in case they want to do anything, so that they will not say, oh, they've started again, that Oshiomole is the one looking for trouble. Oshiomole is the one who is not, who does not care about the lives of the people. That is what they are trying to say. And for the fact that they are bringing this one to the knowledge of the public, you know that Kasala will soon boss. Kasala will what? Kasala will soon boss. But let's see how they are going to play this their game. But we all know them. It is only those who are looking for one favor or the other that are always trying to support all these people. And someone says here that the writer is sick. What evidence do you have? Whether it is written and signed memo, a recorded voice message, or verifiable instructions to organize of the mock primaries to do so, you continuously shot yourselves in the leg by pursuing one who is not pursuing you. You know, they've started taking sides. Those who are with Oshiomole, those who are with Obaseki, and all of that. All of them, they are playing games, in my opinion. The secretary to Edo government is sick. The government of Edo herself is sick. Now the man wey be say na him for tell us who dey for Aso Rock, as he don be like that when be say they don give am wetin he want. Oshiomole carry go. In Edo state, any person wey come your side, do as you like, nothing dey happen. So guys, let us hear your opinion, because the way the government is coming, the way the Edo state government is coming, I hope they are not going to hit Oshiomole so hard. Leave your comments below and let's have your take. Thank you.